This is Matthew with Meredith again to review Home Alone 2, Lost in New York, which came on November 19th of 1992.
Gosh.
Yeah, it was close to my birthday. I saw it for my birthday party. I don't remember what day we saw it, but we saw it that year. My friend described the whole movie. Because the description did not exist for it at the time.
Unfortunately.
It does now, though.
Did you watch yours on Apple TV or Apple TV Plus?
We'll say, the Plus is the streaming service. The TV is just the whole app, even with the library.
I gotcha.
Yeah, I watched it there. I was like, oh, why not? I watched it.
Yeah, that's where I watched it.
Yep. And, well, we
kind of take off where the first one kind of left off.
Well, it's a year later. As we find out at some point in the plot there. The house is crazy again.
Unfortunately.
This is an actual house in Chicago. It does exist. I think he puts tours through it now. Somebody does own it. It was a big. I don't know. I forget what all they had to do to make it a set, but they did use it. It was a house. I forget the story behind it. I'd say on YouTube about it somewhere or something. Yeah, it's all chaos again. Everyone's older. And they're going to Florida this time. I agree, Christmas and warm is weird to me, but
I know, it's weird.
I don't live in those climates. I get Kevin there. He's being,
rambunctious.
Yeah, and a little impatient. Well, they're packing things, and he has this new tape recorder, Talk Boy, which did come out because of this movie. They did make a Talk Boy after it.
Oh my goodness!
Yeah, it was totally a made-up prop thing, which then they merchandised. I didn't have one. I wanted one.
Neither did I.
I didn't have money to buy one, and basically, not able to get one for Christmas either or anything. I think it came out probably in '93.
Was the Talk Boy kind of like a tape recorder?
Yeah, it did similar-ish things, but I don't know if it did it very well. I saw a review one time. Yeah, he's recording off the TV and like himself saying stuff, and he's playing it back to his mom after he rewinds it, being Kevin.
Yes.
Yeah. Somebody complaining about stuff and why is it? Why are we going to Florida? There's no Christmas trees there. It's cold. It's not cold there. Blah 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 blah. That kind of thing. At some point, Mr. McCallister there is trying to plug in something, so he unplugs a bunch of stuff, including a clock. Why would you unplug a clock?
Yeah, why?
And then plug it back in and then not set the clock?
Why?
I mean, you'd think you'd
really?
learn it for the
Why?
first time. But with that one, at least the power hadn't been knocked out.
Of course.
This was totally on Peter McCallister there. So a lot of things go on there. I go to Kevin's Christmas pageant.
There's a part where Kevin, he's distracting his uncle when he's taking it.
Oh God! Yes, he needs his tie to get ready for this. He's got a suit on. He doesn't have his tie.
Unfortunately.
For the performance, so he's got to go get the tie.
He's got to go get the tie.
And it's kind of Uncle Frank's threatening with his life, and he goes in and sees him naked.
His uncle's taking a shower.
Yeah, so he goes in there. Frank is
Frank's the uncle.
He's all in the shower singing "Cool Jerk" by the Capitals and butchering the.
He's singing what?
It's called "Cool Jerk" by the Capitals.
Cool Jerk.
Yeah, it's a great song. Butchering the crap out of it.
Yes.
He cannot sing, unfortunately.
No,
but he's loud and proud about it, so it's fine with him. I know people like that. It does not bother them at all that they can't sing, but it's okay.
Right.
So he's trying.
But it's so
he's trying not to get noticed by Uncle Frank. It doesn't work. He yells at him and get out of here,
Get out of here! I'm taking a shower.
Yeah. But he's then singing as he's leaving. Of course, he is recording this. That will come into play later.
Yes.
But he is, I don't blame him. I would have probably done that too. Because it was just what's he doing?
What is he doing?
I probably would have done the same thing.
Right.
I like to record weird things. I could see him doing that. Especially with the whole speed up, slow down the voice thing.
Yes.
I probably would have done the same thing. or something, at least some kind of situation like that.
Right.
But he gets out, he gets his tie and gets out of there.
Mm-hmm.
So we go to the performance.
Then we go to the performance, and it's
We sing
crazy.
songs, and basically Kevin gets a solo, and
mm-hmm.
Buzz, being Buzz,
Unfortunately.
decides to make his ears glow
Mm-hmm.
and make it look like he's on fire or something with fake candles. I don't know.
I don't know either.
Kevin sees it. He gets mad. He goes after him. Claps the whole freaking risers, and everybody falls off the stage, and stuff falls over.
Mm-hmm.
Makes it a spectacle of everything.
It wasn't his fault. He ruined the concert. It was Buzz's fault.
You know, he should have just ignored it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, kids being what we are. I have a short fuse too, so I get it.
Right.
But I hopefully would have not done that.
Mm-hmm.
I'll wait for that call.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that goes on.
Mm-hmm.
They go home, and Buzz does apologize, sort of, to Kevin.
Sort of.
But not really.
Not really.
Kevin's not gonna apologize at all.
Right.
He gets to go back up into the attic again,
Mm-hmm.
I believe.
I think so
I
too.
think it's the attic. And that's where they get the whole last year thing going on.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you know, I'll just go. I'd rather just be on myself this year. I'll go to somewhere where it's cold. I don't want to go to Florida.
Right.
You know, if I had my own money, blah, 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 blah. You know how we did last time.
Mm-hmm.
Similar kind of speech
Mm-hmm.
to last year
Mm-hmm.
in this time. 2 years our time here in their universe.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that happens. We get a view of some wind and some paper running around that says, "Wet Bandits escaped during prison riot."
Mm-hmm.
Of course, no one sees this.
Of
Papers
course.
flying across the street or whatever in the wind from somewhere.
Of course.
So we go to the airport van thing coming.
Mm-hmm.
Guess what it does?
What's that?
Hits the statue again.
Whoops.
Wrong sound though.
Mm-hmm.
It's a different noise. It doesn't. I don't like this. It's more clingy. I don't know why they just didn't go find the sound from the last movie.
That is so sad.
Because it's like it was so funny, and it made a little tiny tink. It was more of a clang. It was more of a metal. I didn't like it. I never noticed it until yesterday. I'm like, oh, that's a different noise.
Wow.
But we do get to see that guy again where it hits someone's hitting the statue.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you'd think they'd move that.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I would be like, everybody keeps hitting that statue every Christmas. We should move that.
Right.
What is the statue? Do we know what the statue is?
I'm not sure what it is.
Alright, that's a shame. But yeah, that happens. They go knock on the door. Oh God, we've done it again.
Here we go again.
Chaos ensues with that wonderful theme of John Williams
Of course.
playing.
Mm-hmm.
Pandemonium.
Mm-hmm.
They all do get into the van this time, including Kevin,
Mm-hmm.
who does have his boarding pass,
Mm-hmm.
which he did not have last time, but even if he had gotten there.
Mm-hmm.
So they're going to the airport.
Yes.
More chaos, because, you know,
Mm-hmm.
O'Hare is busy anyway,
Yes.
and it's Christmas, so I can't imagine being in that airport.
Right.
I've heard it's a very busy airport. I've never been there.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not flown out of O'Hare.
Me either.
But assuming that's where they're out of. I think it's an international one.
Mm-hmm.
But even though they're going in country this time.
Mm-hmm.
Chaos. They get rushing around the airport. Kevin just needs batteries for his talk boy.
Yes.
Bugs his dad for it. 'Cause, you know, if my dad had said, we'll get him on the plane, I would have just waited to get him on the plane and ask again. That's how I was brought up. But
Right.
Kevin, no. So he gets his dad's bag. He's rifling through it, looking and finds all his cards and everything.
Oh my goodness
I would
gracious.
never have been allowed to do that. I would have gotten it. I would not have flown in my family.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so he's doing that and they're trying to walk and run at the same time or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So he doesn't know that he's not with his family. They've rushed past him.
Dang.
And he sees the same jacket his dad had on, so he follows that.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, he doesn't realize that Peter's not there.
Now Peter's the dad, right?
Yeah, Mr. McCall. Yeah,
Okay.
John Hurt
Okay.
or whatever his name, or Hurd, whatever his name was.
Yeah.
Rest in peace, sir.
Yes.
But he's doing that and finds the batteries, looks up to see his dad. Thinks he sees his dad, should say. He follows Mr. Coat along. Or does he think, Dad, wait. No response from this person walking. Who gets on the plane. He loses him. Tries to get on board with the gate agent person lady.
Of course.
And stuff. Okay, fine. Oh, he's just right there. I don't want to get lost like last year. Blah 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 blah. I don't want to do this again. Okay, we'll let John. Is that your dad? Yes, my dad's right there. Sees him on the plane. Goes in. Doesn't see anyone he knows.
Oh my goodness gracious.
His dad's not there.
No.
So he starts talking to this old guy next to him who speaks French.
Oui.
I got American, something about tourists. So I assume he's just seeing the sights in the U.S. No idea quite what he says, but of course Kevin's like, whatever. Puts on some headphones. I don't know what he's going to listen to, but how much can you listen to on if you taped from random musings of your recording, but he listens to something with it. Has no idea doesn't hear the announcement about it flying to New York. So he gets out. Of course, we see all the skyline.
Of course.
I don't know if he saw it. I don't know. If you look out the window and didn't realize, but he has to go ask at the airport, where are we? And there's in New York. What the heck?
Like, oh crap.
Somehow gets out wandering around in the city. They do discover, of course, that he's not on the plane. His parents. And they get to Florida and trying to find him, blah, blah, blah. Trying to go back to Chicago, maybe. Of course, he uses the cards, that were in that bag. We'll find out. We'll know. That kind of thing. Back to Kevin. He sees a fish truck go. Stop. And the doors open up, and who's in there but Harry and Marv?
Oh my gosh!
have appeared again in this fish truck, hiding behind some boxes.
Oh, those were the two bad guys.
Yeah.
Okay.
Especially in Daniel Stearns. Or is it Stearns, I think. But they get out talking about, we gotta figure out a way to get out of here. Etc. Etc. Blah 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 blah. Trying to.
I forgot who played the two bad guys.
Joe Pesci and I think Daniel Stearns.
Oh wow.
So they're plotting.
So like they've returned.
Yes, they have. And Marv goes into one of those donation Santa things and puts tape on his glove to grab money. So he's now there's the sticky bandits.
Oh my goodness.
Oh Marv, why? You silly person. He's trying to make another name for themselves. Cares like, what are you doing? Why are you doing that again? Don't take money out of there. We'll find bigger money. And Kevin does. Once you see them, he's running around because he's afraid because they spot him and vice versa.
Of course.
So he goes and buys a bunch of necklaces from one of these, I'm assuming these knockoff jewelry guys that are all over New York that sell watches and whatever for like $5-10. People buy them anyway. So he buys them, takes off all the pearls from the chain or whatever, puts them on the ground so that they can fall over them and be stuntmen again. Fall and hurt themselves and be in pain. Because it's Harry and Marv.
Of course.
That's what they do. He runs off into Central Park. Sees this lady with pigeons, kind of freaks him out a little bit. That's similar to the last movie. Kind of. Similar to Mr. Murphy, but not quite. So yeah, he gets freaked out. He does get in the hotel at various points.
And who is in the lobby at the hotel? Donald Trump.
Yeah, he tells him where to go.
Oh
a very
my
young,
gosh!
much younger, he gives the direction on how to get back to where he's going. I don't know why he's in this movie, but he is.
Like, why?
Very random cameo when he was just doing real estate and whatever he was doing on Trump Tower there. Back in '92. I have no idea what he was doing. But yeah, he's in it for a second. It doesn't get in the library. He fakes a call with his talk boy and lowers the voice.
That was so funny.
I don't know why he needed to say the father in some of that, but he did.
Yes.
Of course, it doesn't give the credit card number out.
Uh-oh.
And which is weird, but then he does make the call to the reception area of the hotel. Blah blah. Repeats it back. Okay. So he goes up there to do it and gives the whole thing. Oh, my dad's on business, and I can't do any of that. But she does run the card anyway. Goes up there and I don't know what you call him, manager or whatever.
Manager?
It was Tim Curry, who's amazing. It's very suspicious, a little overly so, but it's Tim Curry, and comedy with Tim Curry, he's kind of over the top things, so well in other movies. But he is a little suspicious of Kevin.
Oh yes.
He does get up to the room and checks it out, and somebody's by it, and of course there's the little what's his name, the bellhop guy.
Oh gosh, that escaped me too.
We'll find the credits. I forgot his name. He's trying to have him scope out what's going on, and he was like, "Hey, don't mess with that. You know, that's my stuff. Don't do that." Tips him with bubble gum.
Oh jeez.
Gum, at least not in his mouth. That's later. Somebody else. But yeah, we do that, and he's got the room service guy serving him ice cream. Weird. He's got a bunch of VHSs. Angels with Even Dirtier Souls.
Oh my goodness gracious.
It's a sequel movie to the other movie, from the other movie. But it's at Christmas time.
Oh no.
We play the scene. We'll prove in a moment later on. I'll see it again. Gee, some similarities here, but that works again. That, and eventually he does get into a limo with the chauffeur. Wants to know if there's a good toy store. Yes. Duncan's toy store. I assume it's a FAO Schwartz knockoff.
Pretty sure.
I think it is. There's something similar. He's running around there, and of course there's some dollhouses, and Harry and Marv are in the dollhouses hiding out.
Oh my goodness.
You'd think someone would notice them in there, but whatever. We won't worry about that. That's a bit weird.
Right.
You think someone would try to buy them unless they're displays? I don't know, but somehow they're hiding out these stuff. You think you'd get uncomfortable in those, even though they're life size. But you think you would get uncomfortable in there. There's not really any furniture, and it's hard plastic or whatever.
Oh gosh.
I don't know what they're made out of. But they are gonna try to rip off this place. Kevin does just buy some stuff. Talks to an old guy. Talks about Christmas and blah blah blah, and how all the money from the the store that day goes to the kids' hospital. And he gives him a turtle dove ornament for free, just because he's being generous and stuff. Put some money in for that too. And of course, Harry and Marv hear this exchange, and he leaves. And as he leaves, the plate says, P.H. Duncan or whatever.
Of course.
Clearly, it's the owner of the store who checked him out. He's like, oh, okay. Wow. So he goes off. They start plotting their robbery. And things like that go on. There's some of them kind of with. I just see this lady with the pigeons in Central Park again. Irish lady. Pigeon lady. I think people call her. He does hang with her a little bit in seeing an opera. But, I forget which house it was. I've forgotten. She realizes that she's an okay person. Kind of like Mr. Murphy was. And as things approach, midnight comes along.
Uh-oh.
And they try to break into the store.
Mm-hmm.
And Kevin does find them.
Mm-hmm.
Tries to throw paint cans at both of them.
Mm-hmm.
Missing Harry, but Marv gets them every time in the same spot of the head.
Mm-hmm.
Gets very concussed and hurts a lot.
Mm-hmm.
But he does run off into the park again.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, in the meantime, he does go find Rob from the other movie, Uncle Rob.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently lives in New York.
Mm-hmm.
And he's not there. They're in Paris again. But the house is being renovated.
Oh my goodness.
Yes, it's being renovated. Yeah, so it's being renovated.
Wow.
And he's looking around there at one point during all this. And no one's there. There's all kinds of unfinished things. Okay, great. So he knows they're going to do this robbery, so he does start to map it out, get things ready.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So he just starts to take them over there.
Mm-hmm.
To the house, big house, big town house. Thing going on. So as they after the cans, he just lead them into the house. All kinds of interesting traps, which I won't spoil.
Right.
Because they're so great.
Mm-hmm.
If you haven't seen it, if you have, you know what I'm talking about.
Of course.
If you haven't, then yeah. Paint cans and other fun things that drop on their heads and knock them over and catch fire and fun things. Which they, of course, go blundering into at different times. And he, leads them around the house.
Of course.
Yep. Eventually they get out of there, runs to Central Park, sees a pigeon lady. There's some kerosene that goes on. He also does record another phone call for the police.
Of course.
You'll see some fireworks, he said. So he sees them, and they're trying to catch Kevin, trying to hurt him, and lo and behold, pigeon lady puts pours the whole thing of birdseed on both of them.
Oh my gosh, that was so funny.
And the pigeons just go insane and start attacking and pecking them, and
like flying all around him.
That's great. That's at the fireworks. Cops find him, take him in. In the meantime, the McCallisters realize what's happened because he does use the card. They realize he's in New York. They find him in New York. There's another crappy hotel thing with a Spanish something on.
Oh gosh.
I'm sure they get more channels on the Spanish channel, but okay. But they're watching another dubbed. I don't know if I assume it's a dubbed movie. I don't know.
Pretty sure.
But, I forgot in the Mr. Tim Curry character does try to find Mr. McCallister with the staff. They knock on the door, the whole man with a gun thing from the other movie, but it's the new movie with Merry Christmas, You Filthy Animal lines in there, and they think there's some mad guy with a gun.
Of course.
Why Kevin keeps coming out of the stairway to mouth words, I don't know. I would have just run off to try to get away from said employees.
Of course.
But clearly, nothing's been paid for, nothing's been signed, so they're kind of like, what's going on here? I was in the middle of all this other stuff going on. But he does get to there. They do find him. He does get to Rockefeller Plaza.
That's where they filmed the Today Show and
yes,
and the Tonight Show with Jimmy
that's
Fallon.
where the big tree is.
Among others.
That's where the big tree is every year that they light and have the special on it.
I always love those specials. I watch those every year.
So his mom finds him. Got to the hotel. They've all found each other. And the next day, Christmas Day comes along, and Mr. Duncan has outdone himself. There's a tree there, decorations. His turtle ornament is there. Presents for everyone. Blah blah blah. They start opening them. He runs off, goes to Central Park, finds Pigeon Lady, gives her the second turtle dove because if you Each one has a turtle apparently than your friends forever, according to Mr. Duncan at the store when he gave him the ornament. That was his reasoning behind it. That was his recommendation for what you should pick this.
Yeah.
So he does that, goes back. Well, no, while he's gone, the room service bill arrives. It's big.
Oh dear.
And it's like, Kevin, you spent $967 on room service. I think it's like 47 cents or something. It's adjust that for 30 years of inflation. I don't know what that would even cost now.
Golly.
I wouldn't want to pay that bill. I can tell you that.
Oh no.
That cleaned me out. That'd be good. That's basically how it ends.
Like he tells his mom he's sorry and all that stuff.
Yeah, he does. Yeah, that before they go back. Yeah.
But I mean, if you have not seen this movie, watch it. It's really funny.
They're both 10s for me. But
yeah, I gotta give it a 10 out of 10.
I grew up with these.
I thought about 9 out of 10, but I thought 10 out of 10. But it was funny.
Similar cast, I'm pretty sure.
I think Macaulay Culkin's brother plays the little brother.
He was, yeah. We'll see if.
It's like, Chris is here. Wake up, wake up, wake up.
Because Macaulay Culkin was 12 at this point.
And he was so cute. That little scream, I wish I could do it, but I can't.
Yeah, he does do a scream at one point.
Again.
Daniel Stern, is Marv Merchants.
Okay.
Joe Pesci is Harry Lime, which is a detective from a book called The Third Man. That's hilarious.
Oh, wow.
Made into a movie. There was Orson Welles was in it, for the world's fame. He did the radio series also.
Wow.
That was even just Harry Lime. It was based off of that movie. It's a good movie, but that's funny. He's called Harry Lime. That makes me think of The Third Man. Totally unrelated to this. Catherine O'Hara was Kate McCallister, of course. John Hurd was Peter McCallister, of course.
Who?
John Hurd.
Hurd?
Hurd, yes.
Hurd, not Hurt.
Hurt is a British actor who is also dead.
Yeah, he was in some of the Harry Potter movies.
John Hurt.
Hurt.
It's not the same as John Hurd.
Okay.
Different people entirely.
Okay.
Brenda Fricker was the pigeon lady. He was very Irish. Tim Curry was just concierge. I love Tim Curry.
Oh, I do too. He's great.
He's wonderful. And someone years ago recorded the tape of the audiobook of this. He reads it.
Does he?
It's wonderful.
Oh my god!
I wish I would have kept it. I did not. I didn't keep it. Stupid me. It was kind of one of those abridged type books for kids. It was over an hour though. Like, 2 sides of a tape, obviously.
Yeah, the movie was long for me. I almost fell asleep. But
it is. He is wonderful in it.
Tim Curry does a great job.
It's wonderful. He narrates and does voices. It's wonderful. I wish I had it. It's wonderful. Devin Ratway is Buzz McCallister. I think that's all the same people. I think.
Buzz. So he's the big brother.
You know.
He's the big brother.
Jerry Badman is Frank McCallister, or Uncle Frank there.
Who cannot sing in the shower.
Yeah. Rob Schneider was the bellman.
Okay.
Michael C. Morano is Jeff. Terry Snell is Leslie. Oh yeah, she's the older, sister. Yeah, Heather Wolf is Megan again, no age. Elizabeth Shea is Lenny. Yeah, these are all the same people. Donna Ivy is the desk clerk that checks Kevin in. Eddie Bracken was Mr. Duncan.
The toy guy.
Yes. Kieran Culkin, yeah, he's still there.
And he is so cute as the little brother.
Yeah, he actually has some dialogue this time. He is about 10. He's a little 2 years younger than Kevin, looks like. Jack Cohen is Rod McCallister. Vincent Moses is Tracy McCallister. Dan Arena is Sandra McCallister, whichever way you want to pronounce that. And Slocky is Brooke McCallister.
There's a lot of kids in this family.
Yes, there was. Nobody else. Oh, yeah. Our gangster was Ralph Foodie again. He's so good. I wish they would have done a series of those fake movies. I would have watched them because they're funny. Claire Hook was the gangster dame that he tries to off in the movie. He's waving his gun around. I mean, how's he going to shoot her? He's not like, waving around like a nutcase. I don't know. I'm not sure he even hits her or not. Oh, that host of the game show, Ding Dang Dong.
Oh gosh.
That's Bob Eubanks.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, that's the host. I assume that's the.
Bob Eubanks. Why does his name not ring a bell? It should.
Yeah, does it give the voiceover guy though?
Like announcer? Is that what you mean?
Yeah, I'm looking.
Wow.
Oh, some of the airport people have. What? Ali Sheedy is in this movie as a ticket agent?
Who?
She's in like Short Circuit and lots of 80s films, teen movies and stuff.
Wow.
That's hilarious. Yeah.
Alright, moving on.
That's funny.
Moving on, please.
Yeah, it shows a lot of the ticket, guys at the hotels and flight attendants. And...
Wow.
Oh, the Peter lookalike was someone named Rick Schaefer.
Okay.
That's the Peter lookalike.
I know Chris Columbus. He's the director. He did a lot of movies. He did.
Yeah, there's one of the Sky Capitol Hair people is one of has a Columbus name, so probably related. And there's the cops. The Cliff guy that was being mentioned. That blah 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 Cliff. That guy.
Yes.
His name was Fred Cross. What? Yeah. Now there's Donald Trump. Yeah, he was 46 then. That can't be.
That cannot be right.
So he's 70 something. I guess 30 years.
And he's elected president again.
Yep.
You better make the world better. You know what I'm saying?
I do not know. If there was any other interesting people. I wish the Murphy kid had come back. Does this get good gas mileage? Blah blah blah.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, there's a Columbus in the toy store. Is somebody's kid? Maybe his kid.
It's probably Chris Columbus's kid.
Yeah, if there's any other random people. There's a lot of people in this. Oh, Chris Columbus is a man in his toy store uncredited.
Oh, jeez.
So he walked through the scene apparently, or stood around or something. That's funny. Those other quiet.
He's a great director. He directed the first 2 Harry Potter movies and.
Yeah, I just see if there's any other interesting.
Mrs. Doubtfire and.
Okay, crew.
Pretty much the first 2 Home Alone movies.
Let's go find the crew. Make sure there wasn't any other random cameos or something. I didn't want to miss any.
But if you haven't seen this movie, watch it.
Yep, we go.
Watch it.
Our crew, probably fairly similar. Chris Columbus director. John Hughes is the screenplay. Yeah. Ali Sheedy was in a lot of John Hughes movies. That's
Okay.
right. Yes, there's a bunch of John Hughes stuff she's in. He was a big 80s movie guy.
Wow.
None of which you've have probably seen, sadly.
That's sad.
Richard Vane, executive producer. Mark Radcliffe, executive producer.
Oh, I've heard of him. He did the first 2 Harry Potter movies.
Second Henderson was also executive producer. I'm sure they have a lot of similar people. When someone directs, they get their people that they like to. Gershel Williams did the music, of course. I love him. All the ADR people for sound. Some animal people. 3 or 4 of them. 5.
Gosh.
6 more. There were 6 animal wranglers. Even though there's not that many animals in the movie.
Right.
At least that we. But where are the animals actually? Apparently there's animals in this movie. Where are they?
Like, where do they go?
I don't remember hearing any dogs or. That's weird. Okay.
The birds, Matt.
Well, I guess. Oh, the pigeons. I guess you would need 6 people to wrangle pigeons around. I can't imagine how many pigeons there actually were, but they were.
I always thought the pigeons were like animatronic.
Maybe not. If there's animal wranglers.
They look like real pigeons.
Yeah, nobody else of interest. That I feel like giving credit to. A lot of people here, but. Oh, Alan Rankin was a sound editor? Really?
Who?
Alan Rankin, that rings a bell. Assistant sound editor. I forget what all he's done, but he's apparently assistant sound editor.
Wow.
This is a different person. Maybe I'm thinking of somebody else, but. Also, Robert Bathett did sound.
Okay.
There's some nice crashy sounds and crunchy sounds and
Mm-hmm.
banging sounds and toolbox running over stairs sounds.
Mm-hmm.
Great stuff. A lot of crew in this. A lot of electricians and.
But I mean, still, if you haven't seen this movie,
Definitely.
watch it.
Oh yes, go see it.
Just it's on TV sometimes too. It's on Freeform.
Yeah, I know.
Every single year, it's on Freeform.
Yeah, I know. Sometimes CMT shows them in like random non-Christmas times.
What?
At least the first one. I'm not sure if they show two. They're all on Disney Plus. There were 3 direct-to-video movies.
I've heard Home Alone 3 is not that good.
Maybe there's 4 or 5. The Disney Plus one is good. I enjoyed it. They make a lot of nods to Home Alone itself.
Mhm.
Kevin has mentioned Buzz is a cop. I'll say that.
Oh, jeez.
So he does pop up. He's not a jerk anymore. Kevin designs security systems.
Wow.
Gee, I wonder why. Yeah, but he does. But it's different, fairly different burglars. I forget where they're at, but his mom is British. It's just him and his mom.
Mm.
I really enjoyed it.
Mm-hmm.
My mom kind of enjoyed it too, but she had to go do something with our neighbor.
Mm-hmm.
So she missed the part when they break into the house.
Oh, that's
She missed
sad.
all the good parts, but she never went back to watch.
That is so sad.
Yeah, I watched. In that Christmas Eve, I watched 1 and 2 and that one. I might have watched it a different night, but
Mm-hmm.
it was all Christmas time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they're
But
amazing.
definitely watch this movie if you have not seen it.
Yeah, funny story. During all this build up to the breaking in the house,
Mm-hmm.
what do you think has to happen to my body?
It starts shaking.
No, bathroom.
Oh my
We're about to
gosh.
break into the house. I said nope. So I stayed for the whole movie. It was rough at the end there, getting out.
Wow.
I'll never forget that because I'm like, I didn't want to leave the house or the movie, you know,
Really?
because they're gonna break into the house.
Like you saw it in the theaters?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm with my it was our birthday party with my friends, and my
Uh-huh.
brother's friends, and my friend's describing the whole movie to me. I'm like, I'm not leaving, so.
Do you remember where you saw it at?
Oh boy. I think the mall.
Really?
I don't know if we went to I don't know if we went to the what's now the AMC 11 now. I think
I think it was like Dickinson 8 back then.
yeah, we did that open though. It opened that year.
We'll have to look that up a little bit later. But
I want to say we used to go to the mall a lot. We went to both. We did go to the mall quite a bit.
mm-hmm.
Man, I don't remember which
The
one.
movie theater in the mall, I remember it was nice.
Oh, saw a lot of movies over there.
Mm-hmm.
Lots of movies. But yeah, definitely go.
But still, this movie, if you have not seen it,
go see
watch it, please, please,
Watch it on Disney
please.
Plus or get out your VHS or DVDs or whatever.
Or if you have Apple TV, you can watch it on there.
Or, you can buy it there on Amazon and
Mm-hmm.
Google Play probably has it for purchase. But definitely give it a go. In our time, it'll be a few weeks before we movies again. We'll be gone for a few weeks.
Mm-hmm.
But when in post time, no time will have passed at all. But
Right. That's not going to work.
But I will not be around for a bit. But
He won't be gone forever,
No.
I promise.
you won't even notice on the videos, though.
Mm.
We'll get them all ready to go. But we will see you guys later.
Mm-hmm.
Blind Community Thrift Store logo appears.
No. Watch this.
Subscribe now.
Oh! He busted me right in my mouth, Marv! That's one. Don't worry, Harry! I'll get him! Ow! Right in the schnoz! That's two. Come on, let's get him. Oops. That's 3. No. That's 4.